everybody, my name is Dawn of Embracing Dawn. Welcome and thank you for letting me come into your space for a little bit of time today. We are doing a weekly reading for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, all of our fire signs for August 30th to September 5th. I will start with Aries and then Sagittarius and Leo will be time-stamped in the description below. If you click on the little triangle, upside down triangle at the bottom, open up the description and then click on the time beside your sign and it'll take you straight to your reading. All right, Aries, let's get started with you and your messages: free from judgment, free to love. All right, so this week, this next coming week, maybe into our lunar cycle, since we have a full moon in a very short period of time, for those Aries that can connect with this. Maybe you've been judging yourself a little too harshly lately. Maybe others have been judging you, or perhaps it's you that's been a little bit harsh to the outside world and you're a little bit blocked off perhaps from your love energy. So let's take a look and see what Tarot has to say. Okay. So we've got the Prince of Cups here. Now the Prince of Cups, that's Cups is all about emotions. So this can be an offer for you. The Prince is like the Knight, so to speak. So it's before the Queen and the King, but it's still it's maturing, but it's young energy. But this could be a love offering coming through. This could be self-love, for you. This is Cups, so it could be connected to a water sign. However, but with this free from judgment and free to love, perhaps you've got an offer from someone that you really care about. You've got a love offering coming in and you're judging the situation a little too harshly, or perhaps for some Aries, you've been through romantic relationships in the past that have left you somewhat feeling less than, and so now you've got this new offering coming in and perhaps you're just hesitant and you're blocking off because you've got this past judgment coming through. Now definitely use your own discernment, but don't judge yourself harshly, because you've got the Ace of Wands, which is this beautiful new beginning, creative path, new ideas. So this could be connected also to this page here, to this Prince of Cups with this beautiful flowing energy here. Then you've got this Ace of Wands, which is a new beginning for you. You've got new creative energy that wants to push through. And if you've already been receiving glimmers of what this new creativity is, what this new inspiration is, this burst that you're going to feel, suddenly come forward. If you're squashing that a bit because you don't feel it's valid, or you don't feel that someone will listen, or whatever the reasons for the negative self-talk, it's time to really get out of that, because it can be a very positive thing. The aces are new beginnings, new cycles, and it's a beautiful thing. But there's something blocking here for those Aries that connect to this with this free from judgment, free to love. So it's all about realigning back to the heart space, back into your heart space, right? And then we've got the Two of Wands. So we have the Ace of Wands and then we have the Two of Wands. And you notice that, he's holding in two directions. He's got two wands in his hands and they're not at cross purposes, but he's got the two different directions and it's sort of unseen. He's partially cloaked, not visible. You've got new direction. You're going to have choices to make in terms of this new creativity that's coming in and this new inspiration. And you may already know what those decisions are. And you need to just take out the judgment, the negative self-talk or the negative judgment from others. Remove that and come from your place of love, from your heart space and your intuitive space. And that will help you in making the choice with whichever direction you're going to take for this new spark in creativity, whatever this represents for you. Okay, so let's pull another card. So this can be a really positive thing, and especially with the full moon. Full moons are about manifestations. So, you know, if you set your intention for what it is that you want to complete, it's about completions as well, and about releasing and letting go. So things have manifested through the last lunar cycle, and they're coming to their fruition in the next few days. So really take a look at this. It's good energy to release this kind of stuff, to open up your heart space and be ready for that new creative flow. All right, so we have one more card here, and please click like and subscribe if you enjoy or you're getting something from it. I measure my success by how much fun I'm having. So this is back to the joy, back to the love, back to embracing that open, high vibrating energy and the essence of who you really are, Aries, you know? Like that's within you, that fiery passion, that love. And it's time to realign with that because you've been aligned with it in the past. So move through this process in the next, you know, few days, in the next week or so, and spark the fun again with this new creativity. It's something that you're going to love, be passionate about, and bring back that passion. Again, Aries is passionate, you know, you've got that drive, that ambition to go for things, and you're very creative. So this week coming, this may be what's in store for you. So Aries, those are your messages for August 30 to September 5th, 2020. And remember to live big and shine your light bright. Until next time. Hi Leo, welcome. Thank you for letting me come into your space for a little bit of time today. My name is Dawn of Embracing Dawn, as I said before. Let's take a look at an oracle card to get your reading going, and then we'll do some tarot to flesh out the message, okay? These cards are new and they're stiff and they're difficult to shuffle, but it's really important they get shuffled up well. Okay. Bring it into form. So this is all about things coming from the outside, coming into its material form. So it's all about your unconscious, your subconscious, collective ideas, where things come out, you know, and it's coming from the etheric into your mental body, into, you know, your setting intentions, and then into the manifestation. And that's what this is all about. This is about walking the path and bringing something into its reality. Okay, so for those Leo that can connect to this, that's the main base of the message for this week. And let's see, with tarot, these are really awkward cards, what we can learn. Okay, let's dig a little deeper here. Okay, beautiful. So we've got the 10 of Cups. So whatever this is beautiful. 10 of Cups is everything is wonderful. Everything is happy. Everything is bountiful. You know, the home is good. The workplace is good. Life is good, so to speak. So whatever this week is bringing forward for you in terms of bringing it into form, you know, perhaps it just is that you're coming into a realization that, you know, the cup is more than half full, so to speak, because this is a very, very positive card. So then we've got the Judgment, which is major arcana, and this usually speaks to, you know, major life events or significant things that happen. So around the 10 of Cups and this major arcana of Judgment, with bringing it into form, you know, something is you're going to be manifesting something, whether that's a big ticket item like a new home, because this can often represent buying big ticket items like a new vehicle, a new home, a cottage, something luxurious for yourself, you know, a piece of jewelry or whatever it happens to be for you. But it can also represent your ability, you'll completely be able to move forward and to do that. And then with Judgment, that means that karma's balancing, things are balancing. When you've got Judgment, you've got this inner calling, you're being pulled. And again, this is about the inner calling as well, and inspiration. Like, things are going to work out with this 10 here, with this Judgment. It's going to be in your favor. It's definitely going to be in your favor for sure. And then we've got the Prince of Wands. So the Prince of Wands is, he's all about, he's inspiring, he's exciting. As you can see from the energy of the card, you know, he's got lots of confidence. Now, wands are fire, and that's, of course, you as well. So this could represent you here, where you're gaining the inspiration. You're bringing this into form. This could represent you. It's a masculine energy, but it can be any identity. It does usually represent a person, or can represent a person in your life. So with this being fire sign energy, fire energy, this could connect to you personally, where you are bringing this into form. You know, you are pushing past whatever has held you back for that, whatever contemplation you've been in, Leo, and you're going to, Judgment is on your side here. You're gaining the inspiration, you're using the energy, you know, in a positive way that is in a higher vibration for whatever this fulfillment is for you, or this big ticket item that, you know, you're going to invest in, or you're going to make a purchase for, or look into. But understand and know that with the message with this card here is that it is going to work out just fine, because you've got the positive energy of the others around it. So whatever it is that you decide with your own good judgment, you know, that's, the energy is there, and it's open for you to do that. So let's pull one more card to round out your message for this week. We also have our full moon energy, right? So this is a powerful week in terms of the energy portals, where you really could use that energy in a powerful way to manifest this and bring this forward. So your final message is true abundance is an inside job. And this is what you're bringing forward, because you have abundance here with Judgment, and then you've got this page here, and they all connect in to bringing this into form, bringing this from out here, whatever this creativity, this inspiration, this new direction, you know, this choice you're making comes from the outside, and it works its way into the material form. You know, we bring that into reality, but it always starts with us inside, and our perspective, our intention, the energy we hold around something. So rest assured that this week, whatever this is for those, Leo, that this applies to, this will definitely be a week where something's opening up for you in this way, and you could really be in a place of real joy and comfort and satisfaction this week. So those are your messages, Leo, for August 30th to September 5th, 2020. Thanks so much for watching, and remember to live big and shine your light bright. Until next time. Hi, Sagittarius. How are you? Thanks so much for letting me come into your space for just a little bit of time today. Let's get started with your reading. We are going to do one oracle to begin with a base message, and then we're going to add on with some David Bowie Starman Tarot. Phenomenal tarot deck. I really didn't think I would get into it, but it's just so rich in detail. The energy is phenomenal. Shock of the new, number 6. Okay, 6 is usually a great number. It's positive. If you notice that she's got a lot going on in her throat area here with her expression. That's all about your throat chakra. That's about your communication, how you express outwardly and what you hold back. And if you look, she's got all of these beautiful ideas, inspiration, you know, around her crown. And she's also got the energy of the third eye and the energy above. So this is really very spiritual, and it's the shock of the new means you could be elevating, Sagittarius. You could be upgrading your energy. You could be being faced a little bit like, you know, the Chariot with bold new direction, because the shock of the new, right? And we've got a couple of planets that are in or are going into retrograde very, very soon that sort of deal with that shock and awe. I believe it's maybe Uranus, but I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. So let's do some tarot and dig a little more deeply into this. Okay. Okay, boy. All right. So we have lots of air signs. It's entirely air signs that are involved with the reading this week, Sagittarius. So you've got Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So perhaps this week you're going to be in touch with or connected with people that are air signs, because we start out with this Three of Swords, which is a bit of heartache. It's a bit of feeling dejected, you know, betrayal. It's that heartache. It's possibly third party involved, you know, in relationship, that kind of thing, where, you know, you were going in a direction and you've had some heartache around something. So maybe the shock of the new is something's already happened for you recently, where you've realized something that has let you down, but it's a little more, like, it's more than letting you down, so to speak. It generally represents like a heartache, you know, or a third party, some kind of betrayal in that way. And then you've got the Two of Swords. And Two of Swords is about making a decision and cross purposes. Now, in usual tarot decks, the swords represent going across each other where they're not in harmony. However, in this deck, she holds them separately, where there's choices to make, there's decisions to make, but she herself is split, and the inside of her, her intuitiveness, is exposed and showing, which means you've got a decision to make. Perhaps you're coming into this new understanding, this new reality, this new perception, whatever this is. If you're getting news, if you've gotten news, and that news has shocked you somehow, and this doesn't have to be betrayal to you necessarily. This could be you witnessing something around you this week with someone that's involved with air signs, or people that are air signs that are close to you. Perhaps they're experiencing this heartache. Perhaps they've experienced this betrayal, and you're going to step in, and you're shocked by this news yourself, but you're going to step in and support them in making a decision, or they have a decision, or perhaps you need to make a decision about how you're going to move through understanding and witnessing whatever this situation is. And then you've got this King of Swords. Okay, so the King of Swords is very serious energy. It's very controlling, focused, rational. You know, he is the master of his domain, so to speak, but he's not compassionate necessarily. He's a taskmaster, and he feels very strong in his thinking and his convictions about things. So this king could represent a person. It is a male energy, masculine energy. However, it can represent any identity, just the energy within it. So this could be a masculine energy coming into, or, you know, this is unfolding around. That's perhaps what's happening here this week, where you've got this energy of the shock of the new. And, you know, perhaps it is that this is all around a project, because the swords are air, they're thought forms, you know, that's the intellect. So this could even be, Sagittarius, where you've got new inspiration. You were going in a certain direction with whatever it is. You know, it could be related to your business, related to your personal life. It could be related to a creative endeavor, or some major ideas that you're sparking for something new. And perhaps you had a bit of a setback with that. You were disappointed. You really didn't think that it's going to come through, but it is. You've just got to go inside, and you've really got to make use of this king energy if it is that something is bubbling up and brewing up for you in terms of mental body, you've got some decisions to make. Go within that center space and just take a look at all of these new things that are coming forward. Take a look at all of the inspiration in the way that you're expressing, you know, and perhaps take on the energy of this king where you are more cool and reserved. You do have your ducks in a row, so to speak, and you're coming from a place of confidence, you know, when you face certain things, especially if this is involved with work, with an endeavor where you've really got to show your strength in your face for these thought forms and these ideas. Now, if it's not work related, we've got all this creativity around here. So if this is emotional in terms of a relationship, then, you know, again, you've got a decision to make here, or you're witnessing someone else making that decision, but make sure that you communicate clearly. Make sure that your throat chakra is open. It is represented by blue. So, you know, pull on it to clear it out, to clear the energy, and really make sure that you don't have to be overly, what's the word? Like, you don't have to be overly emotional within your expression by any means. You know, measure yourself and, you know, think twice and speak once, definitely. But there's definitely something here where this energy is coming through this week. So this could represent you embodying this energy. It could represent someone else. This could be around air signs, but it could also be completely around the mental body, because it's exclusively just around swords this week. So let's get one more card here as advice to close out the reading for Sagittarius for this week. When in doubt, I choose to see peace. So with whatever this is, with whatever this, back to this heartache here, you know, whatever that represents for you, come from a place of peace. Come from a place of calm, centered, inner knowing. You know, if there is conflict to be had, and I'm not suggesting there is, but if there is conflict to be had, then come from that grounded space. Conflict doesn't have to be negative, and it doesn't have to be charged with, you know, a lot of emotion. You come together in a peaceful way, and you hear each other and you see each other. You know, you don't just see each other. And it can be very compassionate, you know, moving through issues. You have to come from that head space, from that heart space, for sure. All right, so Sagittarius, those are your messages for this week, August 30th to September 5th. I hope you have a great week ahead, and remember to live big and shine your light bright. Until next time.